this this gentleman. Um, his name is Keith something. I can't remember what his last name was. Keith Lee.
Oh,
I
Keith
believe
Lee.
it's Keith Lee.
Yeah, it is. Man, that nigga, I was just talking about this nigga earlier today. Boy, you bet. Hey, hey, that nigga's protected, man. You better in certain circles. You can't say nothing wrong with that nigga. About that
Hey,
nigga.
look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look.
That's Keith
Hey, look.
Jesus Lee.
Hey, look. I don't give a
Damn.
fuck. I don't give a fuck what his name is. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, look. I ain't got no problem with this motherfucker.
No, I don't have no problem with the nigga. My
I have
only
no
thing
issues with
is,
him.
hey, I fucks with the nigga. He's a real cool kid. My only thing is, I thought he was slow, but his review voice ain't his real voice.
He giving you his
I,
impersonation.
bro, he's not autistic in the least bit. He sounds like one of us. If you just look at his regular Instagram channel, you're like, yeah, what up, my nigga? But that whole and I ate the and I ate the and, and I went to Five Guys to get a burger. That shit is not his real voice. I thought the kid was slow. And I think that's what he banking on. He like, hey, motherfuckers think that I'm slow. They gonna fucking support me harder. Hey, and I went to Five Guys. And here's my findings. But if you listen to his channel, they're like, man, I'm fucking these hoes, man. Me and my bitch over here on 43rd, nigga. We on 43rd with the 43rd, nigga.
I've never listened to his channel, but he's done something interesting that has made the news recently. He's been reviewing restaurants to the tune where he's got like 1.6 million followers on Instagram. I think it is. But he reviews places. He went viral this past weekend because he went to Atlanta and started reviewing shit. He's been up here recently. A couple weeks ago, he was up here, reviewed a couple restaurants, gave most of them, I thought, pretty decent reviews. He had a very um he had a very polarizing view about Chicago's chicken scene. I think,
Yeah, Uncle Remus nigga.
huh?
Hey, hold on, man. We done already
I think
almost had to
I thought
fuck
he put I thought
Wale
he
up.
put I thought he put Shark second, Uncle Remus third.
We almost had to
Sharks.
fuck
All
Wale
right.
up, man. What this nigga say?
He said that Harold's was the chicken.
Okay.
I believe he said that. I could have it wrong. I've been drinking.
All right.
I
Hey,
believe he said
I mean,
Harold's was it. Then it was Sharks. Uncle Remus was after that.
I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad
That
at it
that
either, but you
that
also
that's.
not from the west side. You also ain't from the south side either. You ain't from none of the sides no more. Out of
I am
towner.
from the South Side.
Out of towner.
hey,
Hey, they
hey,
just put the
hey. Do we think Wale really didn't like Harold's
the
chicken? Or he just wanted to be the first nigga to say it?
He just wanted to say some shit.
I think so
So
too.
you
To this day, I really think he just wanted to be the first nigga to say some shit.
he
Even
just wanted to say
though, even though I think Harold's fell off. He don't have the comparative analysis to say that. He didn't
okay.
have he didn't have 92 Heralds for him to say some shit about his
Harold's and Griffin
2012.
Indiana.
What is that? Me froze or you froze?
No, that was
I'm
me, pros.
Oh
I'm
well,
not
yeah.
I'm not
He
bro.
don't he don't have a 92 Heralds comparative analysis to base on his 2012 Heralds. So I don't
Mm.
think when he got his 2000, when he said it wasn't all that, I think he was just trying to shit on Chicago. Like I think he had heard so many good things, he just wanted to be the one. He's a contrarian.
I mean, he ain't shit on Harold's though. He shit on Uncle Remus, and he didn't really shit on it. He just gave it
No,
third.
I'm talking
And
about Wale, nigga. I'm talking about
oh,
Wale.
my bad. You're right. You're right. You're right. I was talking. I got to think about something else because I saw our asset drop off. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, yeah. Wale, he just wanted to say something clever that he thought was
Yeah.
clever. That was it. That was
I
all.
don't
He
even
didn't
think it was
really.
clever. That shit was just anti for anti's sake. It's just too
Yeah.
many people was picking up Heralds.
Mm.
And so he wanted to be the one motherfucker because people come from all around the world talk about Harold. And he wanted to be the one motherfucker. That wasn't all that.
Yeah. Overrated.
But he
Whatever,
but he
nigga.
kind of
What
he
rating
kind of
did you
fixed
get?
my, hey, the funniest shit is he kind of fixed my attitude though. Like I kind of make sure I'm not being just a contrarian now. Like because of that, I'm like, there's no way. Because I went to fucking, I've been to fucking Philly and Baltimore, that whole DMV area, ain't shit to eat out there. Nothing.
Good.
Nothing.
So there's no way in hell
Nothing.
he thought.
Nothing.
There's no way in hell he thought Harold's
And I
was
had them, and
mediocre.
I had the little rice and chicken bullshit.
I've had everything to eat out there. Me and my niggas went and bought a whole restaurant, whole menu, and it was called Black Sheep in Baltimore. And that motherfucker, yeah, it wasn't it. So I know that
I
nigga
don't
didn't
know.
get here.
We went to Philly. I didn't get a cheesesteak. Ran up them
Oh,
damn
I bet.
stairs. I didn't get a cheesesteak though. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. But all the other food that I had there was overrated in the month. It wasn't nothing good. And I'm a food snob. I'm from Chicago. Of course, I'm a food snob.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Right.
But anyway, producer, go ahead and play what you was finna play because I don't know where you finna go with his videos. But I've seen a couple of them. I don't know what this one is though. Go ahead and play it. Where you want to play it at though?
This is a recap of everything that's happened this week, the good and the not so good. Let's talk about it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. These two videos were posted yesterday.
Make sure if they get food, we'll sit out.
Long story short, me and my family tried to go to old lady game, and that situation just wasn't for me. And I want to be very clear. Usually when celebrities come in, they want to be treated like that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a normal person. So I get the employee was just trying to do her job. I'm just not the target audience for that kind of treatment. So we went to another place. We went to the Toast on Linux timeline. We went to old lady game. I shot the video. We left and went to Toast on Linux. Toast on Linux is where those two videos were taken. I had no intention of shooting a video. We just went to eat food. We walked up. It was a 2.5 hour wait time. But the people that were waiting were dressed to the nines, head to toe. In Atlanta, people go to brunch, so they expect to wait. We didn't know that. While I was there, me and my wife took a picture with a lady who does food reviews. She has nothing to do with the situation other than the fact that we took a picture together while she was eating. They said it was a 2.5 hour wait time. We said, okay, we're going to go somewhere else. While we walked out, the entire staff walked out behind us. They attempted to implore us to stay and said that we could sit down immediately. Again, I'm not the target audience for that. Usually, I would just leave. But before we left, we saw 2 cars with 2 people in each car. So they were separate. It was 2 girls in one car over here. It was 2 girls in one car over here. One car had been waiting for an hour and a half. The other car had been waiting for an hour. One car was trying to do takeout. One car was trying to sit down. So again, the people that were waiting inside that were dressed to the nines, they didn't mind waiting. But the people that were sitting in these cars, I didn't like that. So the owner and the manager walked out and they offered us a table for us to be able to sit down. Family that we would do takeout, but we wouldn't eat in the restaurant. And the only way we would do takeout is if they gave the table that they was gonna get to us to the 2 girls that was sitting in this car, which they did. On top of that, they had to make sure the girls that was sitting in this car got takeout before we did, which again, they did. The staff and the owner were extremely accommodating. They were nice, they were accommodating, they were professional. And again, that's just my experience. When we got the food, we all enjoyed it. Personally, the food was good. But
Pause it.
again,
Pause it. Pause it.
I
Pause
was
it.
just
Pause.
eating.
Pause. Pause. Pause.
Eat for our
Pause.
food, and I tipped the waitress $500.
That restaurant's not a nice restaurant. They're not accommodating. They're accommodating to you. That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with their actual
Being
abilities because
towards
they had a
everybody else.
table ready for you, but
Not motherfuckers. I was waiting for an hour and a half.
it was fuck you to the motherfucker waiting an hour and a half that wanted the table also. You had one ready and available for you, but their response to the motherfucker waiting was fuck. And look, I ain't even gonna get into his review. He don't want to be mean. I'm gonna be mean though. And I don't even know the fucking
Yeah.
restaurant, but I'm gonna just point out shit when I hear it. They were gonna give you a table and keep the motherfucker waiting for an hour and a half,
Yeah,
waiting
they was gonna still be waiting.
for indiscriminate amount of time.
What's the issue with that?
The issue is that the restaurant you had it available to give to the consumer. Give it to the consumer that is warranted it, that deserves it. Meaning you waited the longest amount of time, you get the table. Not you are more popular, so you're more important. So
That's not
I'll
how
take
business
your
works.
$12 over this other motherfucker's $12 because your $12 is worth more.
That's not
To
how
the end,
business works.
I don't give a
I'm
fuck how
finna
you
get
think
the
business
motherfucker.
work, but to the people who have to actually experience the business, that's how business works. And that is why a lot of these restaurants, a lot of these establishments get these negative reviews because if you are not a motherfucker with 1.6 million followers, you get crappy service. And if your service is crappy, your restaurant's reviews and reputation would be a shit. And no amount of one-off individuals that has a couple of reviews, a couple of viewers that likes your shit is gonna make it different, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion because your opinion has proved this kid here has saved whole restaurants. So your opinion is just completely just fucking
Hey,
out
look. You
your
can
ass
say
now.
that, but the fact that his opinion has saved whole restaurants. Conversely, you could say his opinion has destroyed whole restaurants. And if said restaurants that his opinion has destroyed would have just acted in the best interest of the next customer and not the best, most influential customer, they would have also been saved. But they got
All right,
destroyed because of their
what are we
service.
doing?
All right,
What are we doing?
but logic checks out though, right?
No,
Cool. No, all right, bet.
what are we doing here? So I'm not finna serve Michael Jordan. I'm finna make Michael Jordan wait. What the fuck are we finna?
No,
What?
no, no, no. Hold on. So what he's saying is, if this restaurant was,
Yeah, God don't want to hear that shit neither.
Nah, man. Hey, look. Just because you got,
I didn't interrupt him.
just
I
because you
didn't.
got 5 uninterrupted minutes of internet service for this particular situation, don't mean that what he said wasn't valuable or wasn't be important or whatever. He might have agreed with you. You never
No,
know.
that nigga
I
was
don't
trying to
know.
explain.
All I'm
That nigga
saying,
was trying.
it makes perfect sense though. If you treat
No, the fucking don't.
if you make a habit
He's a
of
weird
only
ass.
catering to people or only trying to do good by people whom you think have an influence and ignore or treat like shit the rest of the individuals, understand you are going to have a practice in which you choose to shit on the masses and cater to the few. And
Hey,
the
listen to
few
what you
aren't
said.
going to
Hey,
support your business. The
hey,
few are going
hey.
to be the reason why you are out of business soon.
Listen to what you said again, and tell me how the fuck that makes sense. I'm gonna cater to the people who gonna make my business thrive, or I'm gonna cater to the fuck the fuck them bitches sitting in the car. I'm finna cater to the motherfucker that's finna make my business thrive, who's
But
proven to
he's
make my
not going
business
to make
thrive.
my business thrive,
Hold on, hold
though,
on, hold on. By
because he's going
happenstance.
to see
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
because
By
hey, look,
happenstance.
because this motherfucker does the exact opposite. When you have horrible service, he sees it, he points it out, and he talks about it. And motherfuckers who are actually listening understand what the fuck is going on. Ooh, that restaurant don't sound like a good restaurant to me. They was finna have them motherfuckers waiting in the fucking car while they was gonna break their neck to serve this motherfucker. Oh, so they don't value my actual dollars because his meal. They don't give a fuck about what I'm spending. They give a fuck about what my influence would possibly be for them.
What their bottom line is, correct.
That's not your bottom line. Your bottom line is
You just
motherfuckers
tried to
customers spending
dance
money at
all.
your
Hey,
business.
fam, we got you on tape trying to dance all around that shit.
What dancing? Where? How? Where? Tell
You
me,
just
please.
didn't want to say what that they we want business, or is their business bringing in money? What? You was trying to say everything but that.
I'm
And
not
that
trying to
was
say
just
everything
clear
but
on
that.
this
What I'm
tape.
trying to tell you is when you do shitty shit to people, it is understood. And when it's
That's not what's
understood, your
happening here.
business is probably going to fail.
That's not happening here. Michael Jordan came to the restaurant. We let Michael Jordan butt the line, as we should. So, because Michael Jordan want to be fucking righteous indignation, S.O.S got to talk about this shit. Fam,
Yes. Yes.
that's what the fuck
Yes.
is supposed to happen.
Yes. Yes, because Michael Jordan is not coming to your restaurant every day. And if you want to build your restaurant on the one single day that you serve Michael Jordan and think that you're going to be able to sell that to a populace that has to be here, live here, and frequent you on a regular basis, but get shitted on by you on a regular basis, and then expect them to turn around and give you their money on a regular basis is asinine. It does you better to treat the people better. Just don't be a shitty person is a very good mantra to have. Don't be shitty.
No,
Meaning
you know what's
don't
happening
be
here?
don't be Don't be unfair in situations.
You know what? I think is happening here, and here's just me just pulling shit out my ass like everybody in this goddamn particular case. Hey, I think his popularity is waning, so he's doing this stupid ass shit that makes absolutely no sense to get a rise because there's
What is
no
he
place
doing that's making
on
no sense?
earth. There's no place on earth that considers a celebrity hopping the line as bad customer service. Nobody, no place. Not them two bitches who he jumped in front of. Nobody.
Hey, look. When you standing in line and
Nobody.
you don't
Not
give a
them two
fuck.
bitches
You
he
hold
jumped in
on.
front
You
of.
don't. I'm
Nobody.
asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. You don't give a fuck. You cool with that? That's all right with you? You've been sitting here for an hour and a half, but this motherfucker walk in. He been here. He been here 2 minutes. He just walked in to the table.
The
They
only
don't
people
make you
who
feel.
mad
They
at
don't
shit
make you
like
feel a
that,
certain way about that establishment that y'all had a
the
table available
only
for a
people
motherfucker
who
in
are
5 minutes.
mad at shit
But for
like
me,
that
it
have
wasn't. I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
I'm answering. The only people that have been mad at that have venereal diseases.
Bet it up. Mr. Professional, same question to you.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
I put my
Yeah,
motherfucking shoes on just like that nigga. I've heard that before. I've heard that. That's how niggas get shot, fam. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I understand why restaurants do it, but I would still be pissed, and I
You
wouldn't like
wouldn't
it.
make a fucking TikTok because it's business as usual, right?
I wouldn't be business as usual. I mean, it's understandable, but I'm not for to deal with that shit, and I'm not gonna stay there. I'm not gonna keep waiting, and I probably ain't coming back.
Hey, yo, Curtis, I'd be pissed too. I'm gonna hit the motherfucking roof. I'm gonna tell you right now, that motherfucking money spent just like my money. Nigga, what's what?
You know
I'm
what this
saying all
sounds
that
like?
shit.
A
I'm
bunch of
saying
niggas
all
that
that
don't
shit.
skip
Well,
the
me,
line.
not me personally, because I'm not gonna argue with you to spend my money with you. I'm not finna fight you to give you money ever,
It sounds like a
ever.
bunch of niggas who
But
don't never
but
skip the
but the
line.
proverbial me, the motherfuckers that exist
Hey, look,
in the
I'm gonna
ether
back out
is
this
gonna sit
conversation
there and
because
argue. My money spent just like that nigga money. How the fuck is he going in
I'm
front of me? You
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
step out
sit
this
there and stand.
conversation.
You're not gonna sit there and let a motherfucker just jump the line in front of you. And I know you not. You will let a motherfucker
I,
do it in Home Depot. I don't give a fuck if Bob Vila walked in front of you with 7 pallets of drywall. You gonna say fuck that nigga after me when I get my Snickers? Cause you need to buy the fucking tool. You need to buy the tool. You just in motherfucker. You just in the motherfucker with somebody else. Get some other shit.
fam, fam.
Yeah. I'm
Again,
gonna get this motherfucking. I'm gonna get this gallon of
I,
paint.
I'm
Bob Vila gonna
I'm
wait. I don't give a fuck. I've
I
been in this motherfucking Home
again.
Depot for 25 fucking minutes. I've been in this
I'm gonna
line
have to
for
I'm gonna
25
have to
minutes. I ain't finna. You know you finna do that, fam. Stop
I'm gonna have
bullshitting.
to recuse. I'm gonna have to recuse myself because I get escorted to the front often, so I don't know what the
Hey,
fuck
look,
y'all talking about. I am
bullshit.
flabbergasted
You know
that
I've
we
been with
even
you waiting in
having this.
line though, right?
I get escorted to the front often, and I'm fucking flabbergasted that we are having this
The
discussion from
front
this
of the
angle.
store to get put out, maybe.
Hey, I get escorted to front of lines often. I am
Look. That was a
flabbergasted
good one.
that
That
we are
was a good
having
one.
this
That was a
discussion.
good one. That was a good one. You got to acknowledge that one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, because I just got flashbacks to Hollywood Park.
Hey, we can motherfucking we can motherfucking have this. We can have the
You
jokes.
definitely got
Listen,
kicked out of Hollywood Park.
I've been kicked out of a lot of places. I've been in a lot of lines, but I've also understand this. And I'm not gonna even act like this is a topic of discussion. And I'm upset that y'all got me talking about it this long. But this is one place again where I was just making sure you niggas was serious. Cause I be fucking lost every time.
Oh, I'm dead ass serious. I don't give a fuck who coming in this bitch. If I've been sitting here for an hour and a half, 2 hours to get a table, I don't give a fuck. I want my table now.
You finna
If
go
this
somewhere
motherfucker coming
else.
in here getting a table, I'm not staying here. And I know you,
You
as the
finna go.
restaurant owner, might be like, well, fuck you, take your business elsewhere. But guess what? I'm okay with doing that. And if more motherfuckers had a little bit of spine and self-respect, they would also take their business elsewhere. And maybe motherfuckers would start to understand that you can't build a business off of celebrity motherfucking appearances because
Yes, you
the
can.
people are no, you can't because if you treat people like shit and people stop accepting being treated like shit, they're not gonna stay there any motherfucking more. They're gonna leave, and you're gonna say treating people like shit ain't working the fuck out. I know I yelled all
So
that.
in your imaginary world, we're talking about the real one. This is exactly how the world works. And you saying if woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay, if woulda, coulda, shoulda, a lot of shit will happen. This is the real world. We're talking about the real world. And I don't understand how we're discussing it in the real world.
In the real world, I don't get disrespected and give nobody my money. Period. That's in the real world. And if more motherfuckers acted like that, the real world will be a better fucking place. Now, the way the world
All
is
right, all
fucked
right,
up,
all right,
the
all right,
world is
all right,
fucked
all right,
up.
all right,
If
all right.
you are okay with being disrespected, that is on you. But I won't tolerate that shit not for a second, not for anybody. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you or tell anybody else that that man is greater than me because he got a bigger bank account or he has more followers somewhere or he is more known any motherfucking where. I don't give a damn. I'll whoop that nigga ass if it needs to be that motherfucking. I don't
Hey,
what the fuck are we talking
hey,
about? I gotta fight him
hey,
or you or him and you. I don't give a fuck.
hey. I'm almost positive that
I'm
you stood in
but
line and
I'm
watched niggas
popping off
walk
at the
around you.
restaurant and you gonna hear all these words. Definitely.
I'm almost positive that you stood in line and watched the nigga walk right around you and you stood your ass in that line. I'm almost positive because we all have.
Only
Like, so
time
what the
I
fuck
have
is this
ever, only
conversation
time
about?
I have, I'm gonna tell you, only time I have ever stood there and watched the motherfucker walk in front of me to get some shit that I was standing there to get is if that motherfucker paid a premium to do it. Meaning, you can skip the line in front of me, and me knowing you skipping the line in front of me because you're paying more. Okay, cool. But if I don't know you paying, hey, look, it is what it is. If I'm standing in the fucking club line, one, good luck. Two, if motherfuckers is jumping the line in front of me, okay, cool. You're paying more. I know that I can get into the club if I pay this extra amount of money. But what we're talking about is me not having the same opportunity as that motherfucker to do the same thing. If
I just
that
got the
motherfucker
only
want to come
real
in
answer
here,
on this
that motherfucker
motherfucker.
want to come in here and break bank and do all that shit. Okay, cool, whatever, woo
Hey,
wop, that's fine. But
we just got the only real answer. I'm fucking slow. Put that shit up again.
I don't
That's
know
the only real answer. Anybody who got a problem with this shit is fucking slow.
This may be contradictory, but I have been escorted to the front of the line at restaurants, special events, etc.
AKA, I'm
LOL.
fucking slow.
Although I be pissed, I'm not. What did I say? I'm not gonna fight about it though. Hey, look, that's you. I'm fighting about it, fam. I'm not. I'm not staying here, and I'm leaving. And I'm probably gonna. I might do it in a huff. I might not. But I'm not. I'm not standing in line after this shit, man. No, I'm out. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I respect dude for being it's for holding that line. I'm out.
I'm
Um,
almost
I don't
positive in
I
this
don't
new day
fuck
and
with
age.
places that's just I don't fuck with people that just fuck with me because they think I'm a certain way. If
Okay, all
and
right,
look,
all
and
right.
I was just telling Candace I was just telling Candace earlier today. I was out with a motherfucker at a restaurant that I ain't gonna name because fuck them, they ain't giving me no motherfucking money. But it's upper echelon type of establishment in one of the suburbs of Chicago. I bumped into a motherfucker I went to college with out there. That motherfucker looked at me, said, "Man, what you doing up here?" And they got excited. Nigga ain't never been excited to see me ever in motherfucking life. But now this motherfucker want to have all this motherfucking conversation with me and shit and try to talk and shit. Like, I don't want to talk to you, fam. I don't fuck with you like that. I don't fuck with people who only fuck with me because of what they think I have access to, regardless of my access to it. I know what the fuck I got access to. I know where my plugs is at. I don't fuck with you because you fuck with me because of my plug. If you don't fuck with me because of me, I don't fuck with you. If I'm going to a restaurant as a motherfucker that has some juice or whatever, and you don't fuck with me, you just fuck with me because you think I could do some shit for. I'm not fucking with your restaurant. That's just me personally. So that's how I'll get out. I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker. I'm not spending my money at no fucking place that a motherfucker jump a line in front of me. Ain't finna happen.
That's not the issue. That's not the issue.
What's the issue
That's
then?
all
What was you
fine
saying?
and dandy. The
Okay.
issue is S.O.S talking about it. That's it. That shit. This shit is the most non fucking topic.
Hey, look, why we can't talk? This is the actual conversation, fam. What the fuck you mean we can't talk about it? We actually talking about it now. We have a difference of opinion on the shit.
No, we
What you
don't.
mean?
We don't have a
Huh?
difference of opinion. This is one of
We
many
don't?
of we don't have a difference of opinion.
We don't have a different opinion. We don't have a different
It's
opinion about
one of
this.
those many times where it's human nature to be slightly annoyed that you have been waiting in line and somebody just walked around you, but to cause this conversation is fucking laughable. And he's doing it because he's probably waning and needs his audience. But why we are doing it is the problem. And that's what
Fam,
the
this
world
is.
needs to stop doing.
I thought this was his whole. I thought this was his whole channel. I thought this was
Huh?
all he did was go to. I thought this was his whole thing. He goes to
Damn.
restaurants and tells you about this experience and the food and shit.
Yes. But all of that shit, fam. But what he's saying is a non-issue. He's a
To
he's a
you, no, but to plenty of people, it is a thing.
it's not a thing to civilization. It's a thing we all know is a thing. Like this is this like I'm almost like what the I don't even know what angle to fucking have this conversation at.
All right, so
Hey, yo, look. Hey, yo, look.
at this point,
Have it
at this
at
point,
this angle.
hold
Have it at
on,
this
hold
angle.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. At this point, this conversation ain't got shit to do with him. It's just about if you standing in line and the motherfucker get in front of you, are you pissed off?
Now that cool, yeah.
That's that's no, I mean that's where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, I'm. Yes,
That's what I'm at with it.
I will take this walk to the front of the line and walk around other motherfuckers. But if I was the motherfucker being walked around, I'd be pissed.
A random motherfucker. Hey, but if it's Mike Tyson, there go Mike Tyson. You would say that. He would say that. Neither one of us is going, I'm leaving this establishment. They just gave Mike Tyson a table. And that's what we're sitting here
I don't
saying
know what
right
you think I think of Mike Tyson, but I'm not sitting here. I'm not happy Mike Tyson getting this steak before I'm getting my steak.
Man.
That don't make me feel good about not getting my steak yet. Well, I
Right.
mean, it is Mike though.
No, it ain't got shit to do
I've
with
never
your
been that
feelings.
type of nigga. I've never been that nigga, but it is Mike though.
Nope, you don't have one opinion one way or the other. You go, there go Mike Tyson. Didn't know he was in the restaurant. And that's the end.
Wait, what?
You go,
This ain't the scenario we was talking about.
right.
You're
Because
changing the
until Mike
scenario.
Tyson, hold
You're
on.
changing.
And
You're
look,
changing the
and
scenario.
now,
But go ahead and
I'm
change
not
it. Be
changing the
cool with that.
scenario. I
You are
changed the
though. You are
celebrity.
though. You are
All
though.
I changed was
No,
the
you changed the
celebrity.
scenario, fam. No, you said, "Ooh, there's Mike Tyson in the restaurant." No, if I see Mike Tyson walk around me, fam, I'm telling you, I'm pissed.
Again.
What?
And the first thing you gonna think is, and this is how I know you full of shit. First thing you gonna think is, oh, Mike Tyson had a 7:00 reservation.
Nope.
You're not immediately thinking Mike Tyson just scooped you.
Nope.
You thinking Mike Tyson planned to come here. Mike Tyson planned this shit weeks ago. You're not thinking that this motherfucker scooped you.
Nope. Because I'm a mama son, first of all, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I already asked these motherfuckers they take reservations, and I know they don't take reservations.
But Mike Tyson can get a reservation.
Fuck you. Nope. You said no reservations. Try again.
Oh, come on. It's
no come on. I'm telling you the truth. You don't want to accept
done.
a motherfucker telling you what it is, and it is what it is, motherfucker. You think I'm gonna be enamored with Mike Tyson, and while I might be like, oh, that's Mike Tyson, yeah, still, I want my motherfucking table. I'm not gonna be sitting here with this extra shit. No, Mike don't get to go in front of me because you say it's Mike.
I guarantee you're gonna watch him go to the front and wait your extra 15 minutes.
I'm not.
I guarantee you.
I'm
You're
not.
gonna watch that nigga walk to the front. And just like Curtis said, I'd be pissed, but I stand there.
Hey, look. You fucking up your guarantee, because don't guarantee that shit on me, because I'm not standing there. You be fucking that up. You be losing that one. I'm telling you. Don't bet that on me. You're gonna lose. I'm not standing there, fam. I'm not Theo. I'm not finna wait in the lobby while I saw cockroach dance with my bitch. And if I did wait on cockroach in the lobby while he was dancing with my bitch, I guarantee you I'm hooking off on cockroach because I'm stupid enough to just get madder and madder as the show goes on. I'm not gonna calm down, fam. Every time I glance up and this motherfucker is doing one of my moves, I showed that
Let me
nigga that
practice
shit.
that shit.
Pause. The
Yeah,
motherfucker would hit a Dougie like that before I would hit a Dougie. Like, what else? I'm gonna have a. I'm petty. Call it immature, whatever the fuck. It is what it is. I'm me.
all right, so I'm gonna assume that Mike Tyson got a goddamn reservation. I'm gonna assume the motherfucker got a
He the
reservation.
fuck is too.
All right, but if I'm fit to get ready to go to my goddamn table, motherfucker call me. All right, we got the table ready, and then motherfucker come in and whisper to him. All right, we actually don't have your table ready. We're gonna give your table to Mike Tyson. He's coming in. Your table will be ready in another 15 minutes.
See how far you have to take this to make that offensive?
It ain't that far.
It
It's
ain't that.
just
It's
I'm
It
just
ain't
certainly
that.
assuming
what we got going
It ain't
on
that
here.
far.
nigga,
It ain't that
if you
far
motherfuckers
because if I'm
if you
standing in the line and
motherfuckers
I
would
see
shut
Mike just
the
walk the fuck up here,
if you niggas would actually take a minute and shut the fuck up and listen, I will continue my fucking sentence. Like, god damn. You niggas been talking for 45 goddamn minutes straight. Can I
I
finish two
mean,
sentences
I mean, I do
while
that.
I still have fucking internet connection?
I do that. I do that.
Okay.
Oh,
So, yes, I don't have to go that fucking far. Yes, I am going to assume the motherfucker has a reservation. Anybody that walks up before me while I'm waiting, I just assuming they have a reservation until they fucking call my name. But to find out that the motherfucker ain't got a reservation and ain't been waiting as long as me, yes, I'm gonna be pissed. And that don't mean it has to be a fucking celebrity. It can literally be anybody. It can be the goddamn manager's sister for all I fucking care. Any motherfucker that I know ain't been waiting as long as me and ain't got no fucking reservation and just so happened to come up on the table that should have been mine, I'm pissed. So, yes, that is my position. Y'all motherfuckers continue talking for 45 consecutive minutes. Go.
So your position is, as it is non-offensive. But if a motherfucker whispered to you and stopped you as you was going, if some old bunch of other shit happened, then it's out of the ordinary.
No, if I know that this motherfucker is just showing up and getting the table, then yeah, I'm pissed. And I'm out.
Again, so if he knows.
if he
So if
knows.
Keith get there the next day, Keith come flagging all y'all ass down, telling y'all what's going on. Otherwise, you're just gonna assume he has a reservation.
Yeah.
Correct. Right. So why is
That-
S.O.S talking about this shit instead of just roasting fucking Keith Lee? Why is S.O.S talking about this shit like it's an actual situation
Cause
instead
Keith
of
Lee ain't.
roasting this nigga for
Cause Keith.
floundering
Cause
at
Keith
fucking
Lee ain't. Cause Keith Lee ain't do nothing wrong.
because instead of roasting this nigga for clearly floundering for some attention.
He's not though. He's just giving
I
restaurant
I
reviews.
don't know. I don't know if he's floundering for attention because I don't know shit about this nigga. So I don't know if he's floundering for attention. I don't know if he's extremely fucking popular in the food review circuit. I don't know shit about that. So I can't comment on that.
Hey, look, I didn't know this motherfucker until he came here and gave a review about Chicago chicken. And hey, look, I really don't even know what his review was, but I think it was Harold's 1, Sharks 2, Remus
Hey,
3. And
hey.
hey, look, I
So,
don't disagree with that ranking. I'm
so
cool
the
with
fact
that.
that he said them people been waiting there for 3 hours and he skipped the line, that wasn't clear enough sign that he might be a little somebody.
I
Like
knew
we
about
didn't even
the
have to
I knew
point
about
that
I knew
out.
about I knew about the Harold's Remus Sharks thing before this. I'm telling you how I knew him. Introductory wise. That's how I got to know him. Didn't know shit else about him. This shit came up.
Mhm.
I was like, oh. Then I started looking at this shit. I saw people talking Some shit like you talking. How dare he decry black businesses and try to run down black businesses? What is he thinking? He needs to give them a chance. What is he doing? He's destroying the community and such. I saw that and I thought, how? And then I saw his reviews. I saw the one about the old lady gang, and he gave his opinion about it. You're not finna. I'm not finna send my mother and my wife in here and my sister in here, and you tell them an hour and a half, and then I walk in and you like, yeah, oh, ooh, you, hey, I got one for you in 5 minutes. I'm not gonna say, ooh, look at how they love me. I'm still gonna be hung up on how you treated my wife and my mother, or my cousin and my sister, or my aunt and whoever the fuck else I sent in there before me. I'm gonna be hung up on how you treated them. I'm gonna have a problem with that, and I'm gonna. I don't. I'm not gonna act like he did some shit that I wouldn't have done. That's how you treated my
You're gonna have a
people.
problem with them
That's how you
giving
treated
your
my
wife
people. That's how you treated
time.
my people. I'm cool. I don't want to be here.
You
I'll
have a
holler.
problem with them giving them the actual wait time. Like he didn't do any, they didn't do anything. They gave them the actual wait time. He literally said people are expecting in Atlanta to wait 2.5 hours. So he do shit
Hmm.
but give them the actual wait time.
Right.
So you
May I
are
interject? May I interject? I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Well, okay. What I was writing is, I think that we've become accustomed to subpar service. You shouldn't have to wait 2 hours. It shouldn't be normal to wait 2 hours. It shouldn't be normal to wait an hour and a half. But it's
now
just
that
the way it
conversation.
is now. It's just the way it is now, and we've become accustomed to it. That we think that it's normal, and it's not normal. So he's pointing out that it's not. It should not be. This is how it shouldn't be. These restaurants need to change their way of treating their customers because they already include the 20% gratuity. So they don't have to like treat you well in order to receive their tip because it's already in the bill. And we've become accustomed to being treated that way. So then there's another part in his Atlanta review that when he was at a restaurant where a waiter treated them, I think, the way that they should have been treated overall, patient, kind, respectful. They gave him like $1,000 tip because they're like, wow, this is just like excellent service. I'm like, dang, that's how we should be treated overall when we go to a restaurant. But we're just so used now, so used to being treated poorly that we think, oh, well, it's okay because that's how they do it now. It's not okay.
I think he made a false equivalency to make a loose connection to the point that you're making. I can draw what you're saying from this scenario if I listen intently, but the the fact that he's using to support that being that his celebrity got him the first available table. I don't think that supports the business doing bad business. Now, if we talking about the 2.5 hour wait time, that may not be whatever caused that 2.5 wait time. But what we're talking about is him cutting the line. And I don't think that is anything outlandish. Someone with perceived celebrity status that is currently hot, that will currently drive up their business if he does a good review. They had no idea that he would be averse to receiving special treatment, as all celebrities wish to.
I think from it, he's trying to tell these restaurants that everyone should be treated fairly, that there shouldn't be a 2 hour wait time. And just
That's never
because I'm a celebrity, you should not jump me to the front of the line because everyone should be treated with a respectable timeline in which they should wait. Now, like I said, back to, and I think that's why he pointed out there were people who was dressed in that who was okay with waiting 2.5 hours because that's the norm in Atlanta. And that goes back to my point with we have become accustomed to being treated poorly in these restaurants,
Is
and
that the
that it's the
business?
norm to 2.5 hour wait.
Is
But
that
we
the
accept it, so we
is
should
that
not accept it.
is that the
Right.
businesses? Is that the businesses' fault that people flock when celebrities get there? So I should give the celebrity preferential treatment to keep them there. Is that the business's fault that that happens?
Well, I think the celebrity is saying that you should not even, it shouldn't even be a big deal when they're there because of the
That's the
fact you're treating
consumer.
everyone
Hey,
well.
hey, look, fam. This is the thing. It's the restaurant's fault when they do whatever the fuck it is that they do because this restaurant is run by grown ass adults that are fully in charge of their decisions. Whatever the fuck it is that you decide to do is what you decide to do, and that's well and good. I cannot make you do something different, but what I can do is get the fuck out the line and go to fuck somewhere else, or and not give you my money. And you acting like I'm wrong for making that decision. I'm not telling the motherfucker that you can't exist the way you do. I'm saying, in my opinion, I don't think that the way that you exist in is conducive for your long term success because I don't think you could build a business long term off of your celebrity hotness. That's why so many of these motherfucking establishments go out of business so frequently is because they build themselves on sizzle and not substance. But when you build yourself on substance, you'll be able to sustain. But
Hey,
do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. That's cool with you. That's
hey,
cool for you.
hey,
But I don't
hey,
have to be here. And I have
hey,
enough respect for myself to be like, I'm out.
hey,
And
hey,
you
get off
acting
your
like I'm wrong
soapbox.
for doing that. That's crazy to
I'm
me.
acting like I don't know what the fuck world I'm in. Get off your soapbox. The people were told they were waiting 2.5 hours, so that wasn't the problem. So they were waiting there for the wait.
Because it was
We
fair.
SOS
That's what everybody's
podcast,
doing. We all waiting 2.5 hours. All right, cool.
right? SOS podcast. We are talking about a celebrity cutting the line. We're not talking about that 2.5 hour waiting because they were all okay with that. You know
Except for
why?
the people
Because they
in the
stood
car.
in
He
the
pointed
line.
out the people that was in the car that went to get
He pointed
takeout.
out the
They were
people
not
that were in the
okay.
car that waited an hour. You know why they were okay with that? Because they were told and they were waiting there. What SOS
But as a
podcast is
person
talking
with
about?
and
No, what you
I
saying?
felt,
Hey,
but he
look.
felt that it was unfair.
If they
Exactly.
had if they told
And
me
And
when
that's
I
why we
came
should
to the
roast him
thing,
because he's
real
an
quick,
idiot.
hold on. I'll tell you this. If you tell me when I come, it's a 45 minute, it's a 2 hour minute, it's a 2 hour wait, whatever time. It's 2 hours, and if we get somebody more important than you, then hey, look, it's 2 hours plus whoever that is. If you were to tell me that and I accept it, cool. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you tell me that off the jump, I'm gonna be like, all right, and I'm gonna just leave. So if that's your policy, then tell me that, and I'm cool with it. But what the contract is 2.5 hour wait time for a person we're serving to get a table.
All right, here's where we go to the disingenuous part of these conversations where I bow out. So, Dion, I'm asking you,
What up?
your 2.5 hour wait, you're okay with it.
If I'm
If a celebrity walks up, do you think that was already in the diaspora that motherfucker's going to the front of the line? Do you think a motherfucker need to tell you when you walk up, hey, if the slight chance a celebrity walks up, he gonna get a table before you, as this man just said. It needs to be in the contract. Do you think that that's already implicit? That if a celebrity walks up to my establishment, they will receive preferential fucking treatment?
mm, I don't know if it's implicit, but I mean, I get why it happens. I don't. I mean, I. All right. So, do I think it's implicit? Yeah. Am I going to accept that? Probably not. Like, I think it's implicit
That's
because
what I
they
want to know.
realize that they probably gonna spend more money than me, and I understand that. And as a person that is willing, that is ready to spend my money, the amount of money that I'm ready to spend, it's on them whether or not they want it. And if they feel like they won't, that money more than mine, all right, cool. You can have that money, but you ain't getting mine.
Okay. So did you think that restaurant made a bad decision and you letting your check go? Because not
No.
everybody's going to leave. Matter of fact, when you leave, it's going to open up room for the 8 more motherfuckers that those people call because now the celebrity's up here. So do you think you walking away was a bad decision for them? If they literally said fuck you to you on the way out the door, do you think that was a bad business decision by letting that celebrity cut the line as we all know is going to happen?
Potentially, yeah. In the short term, no. Long term, yeah.
So if they have this mysterious celebrity coming by often, then yeah, it'll affect them. But if this random occurrence just randomly occurs,
No, I'm saying in long term, I am going to spend. I will probably spend more money in that restaurant than that celebrity will. Not on this one occurrence. So yeah, yeah, I would take it short money. But if I'm never coming back there, chances are that celebrity is never coming back there either. I'm more likely to come back there.
And that happened when Jay-Z came to Chicago, and he came to a restaurant and they took a picture, and then other people started flocking the restaurant afterwards. And what happened was they couldn't accommodate the people, so they ended up getting a lot of bad reviews because is so many people that was coming and they had bad experiences. So they had to put out a I forget what it is, but they had to speak. They had to put out like something on Twitter or whatever. Yeah, to say that we're sorry. Like they had to apologize for their services, their
you
poor
know that's
services.
bolded for me, right? You know
I'm
that's
sorry.
bolded. I say, that's bolded that
No, well, I don't know if anyone was in line when Jay-Z was there. But what I'm saying is, yeah, people did come there, but then people received poor service. So you can say that, yeah, they can let that celebrity come and get in front of people. But let's say Dion is upset. Now he's going to put a bad review. The celebrity's not going to put a review. What's going to happen is the restaurant is going to post a picture of the celebrity on their site. And then people are going to be like, oh, I'm interested in that. They might Google the restaurant. They look up the restaurants and they look at the reviews being bad because XYZ or whatever.
but
Because the
let me tell you,
celebrity's not going to put a review.
let
Your
me tell you
customer's
how
going to
the
put a review.
let me tell you how the real world works though.
I know how the real
Okay.
world works.
So the
But
Jay-Z
you tell me how it works in your eyes.
Jay-Z, because this is how the real world actually works. Jay-Z
That's
comes,
your perspective. You can tell me how your perspective of how
the
it works.
real world, the world. So Jay-Z
Your
comes
in your eyes, sir.
of the world, right?
Of
Of the
your
real,
of your eyes.
the real world how it
That's how the
works.
world. That's how the
Look,
world works in your eyes,
no, the
from your
real
point
one.
of view.
No,
Yeah, from
how
your
the
point of view.
real one works.
From your point of view.
You gonna keep doing that, and he gonna keep saying the real world. You gotta just let him say the real world.
No,
We all
from your
understand
point of
it's his
view.
perspective.
But yeah,
We
the real
all,
world.
Candace, he's the only one talking. Of course, it's his perspective, it's his opinion.
He
He's
tries
the
to throw
one giving
insults
it.
while he's
I
talking, but go
know.
ahead.
We know what he's trying to do. You throwing your insult back. We both get. Everybody get that y'all both insulting each other. We get it. Everybody get it. At some point, one of y'all got to just move on with with the rest of their speech. And since he is got to get his point off, it's got to be him. We heard you.
Ding, 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 ding.
You can respond
It's
if
like
you
the
got a
Yeah,
little
little
you can
time.
kid.
respond and
Let
do
let
it
little
No, you can
Tommy
afterwards.
get
respond.
his.
You can
Let little
respond,
Tommy
but
get
you
his
gotta let him
toy. Go
talk
ahead,
so
little
you can
Tommy.
respond.
You
Let
can
little
you
Tommy
can
get his toy.
respond and do it
Go ahead, little
afterwards.
Tommy. Go ahead, little Tommy.
You can do it, respond and do it afterwards. So
You gotta
like
let
I
the
was
toddler
saying,
go. Let the toddler talk.
yes, okay. So like I was saying, the real world, how the real world works is did Jay-Z comes, those more people rush, and then that people is ready for the rush, and they accommodate by expanding the restaurant, opening S2 satellite grills. They accommodate the rush. See, we're not talking about motherfuckers who not ready for the rush, because that's why the celebrity was there. It's for the new motherfuckers. So yeah, Dion left and wrote a bad review. But the 20 motherfuckers that came to see Jay-Z that replaced Dion, they wrote a good one.
No, they
And then the
didn't.
40
That's the whole
motherfuckers,
point. I'm telling you, they did not write a good review.
because that place didn't accommodate the rush like a good business person. We're talking about people who followed the
Hey,
line.
Honestly,
look.
these people didn't either, which is why they got a bad
Hey,
review as well. Because these
here's the
restaurants, that is what they are doing.
here's the rub. Here's the rub. Oftentimes, it's going to be impossible to accommodate the rush adequately. There's
Well,
going
that's a
to be a
different
way,
conversation. I'm with you. I'm
and the
with you.
reason why
That doesn't
people,
prove your
the,
point.
hey,
I'm
look,
with you.
and the reason,
Oftentimes people fail because of the rush. I'm with you.
and the
That's
reason
not your
why,
point.
and
And it
the
disproves your
reason
current point.
and the reason why successful restaurants are able to prosper is because how they handle rushes. It's not necessarily about you can be flooded. That can happen. You can have more than you expect, especially when someone of notoriety comes to your establishment and people get wind of it. When Michael Jackson wants to go to a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Gary, Indiana, and the young
Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs is in the crowd, and Mike shut the whole KFC down. KFC wasn't expecting that, but KFC didn't kick motherfuckers out the line when they were waiting because Michael Jackson showed up to buy chicken.
They served them his
You
chicken first.
accommodate. I'm
Everybody
not done
that was in
talking.
the
I'm not
line.
done talking.
And
Let
he
me
bought it
finish.
all.
Let me finish.
And he bought it all. And if
Let
you
me
wouldn't have
let
turned
me
around and
finish.
gave it to the
Let me fit.
crowd,
I'm gonna
people would have
tell
went
you.
home without it.
I'm gonna tell you when you let me finish. You think you know what you're talking about, but you don't. So you don't kick the people that are in your line out that's buying your chicken. You serve them their chicken, and you tell Michael Jackson he can get this chicken. Let me get them out the way. I get these people out the way that's in my line. Okay, Mike. And I cut my line off. Much like when we're at a grocery store and there's lines and one of the checkers, the cashiers is at the end of their shift and they cut their light off because they're done, but they're not done with the people that are in their line. They're gonna
Grunt, what
leave.
up?
They're gonna
That's
leave,
really
but they're
not what
gonna
happened.
address them and deal with them adequately.
That's
So,
literally not what
so
happened in Michael Jackson.
I'm not finished. I'll be done in a second. So they tend to those people in their line, and then they get out. Those people serve at the KFC, they serve those individuals in line, and then they take care of Michael Jackson. The people at the restaurant that do it the right way, if I want that celebrity to be accommodated, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move heaven and earth to try to accommodate that celebrity. But what I'm not gonna do is just bump this individual. I'm gonna try to negotiate with that individual. I'm trying to talk to the individual. I'm trying to say, hey, look, I'm gonna comp your meal or whatever. Maybe I'll give you a gift certificate to come back at another time for a discount, whatever. What? I'm gonna try to put that celebrity. I'm gonna put a table in my motherfucking office to put them somewhere private so they can sit down and do what they want to do. I'm gonna set a table up somewhere special where there ain't even national room for a fucking table. Really ain't supposed to be here, but because you will, my waiters is gonna walk around. I'll do some shit like that, but I'm not gonna bump Mr. Professional from his table when he's up next because you walk in, because that's just a bad precedent in my customers' minds. To me, that's just me, my little low perspective. That's just the way that I would get down with it. I don't want to set that bad precedent in my customer's mind. So I'm going to try to be accommodating. There's a way to do whatever it is that you need to do. It's about how you do it. But what you don't do is just bump an individual and say, well, yep, you got to wait. You got to still wait. Might be another 30 minutes for your partner. Sorry. Yeah, what it is. No, you don't just do that. You don't do no shit like that. You don't. You try to negotiate with those motherfuckers. You try to talk to those motherfuckers because that's what you do as a business. Because you're handling business, and business is supposed to be personal. Because when you make business personal, you often find yourself going out of fucking business because you got no business being in business when you're trying to handle business personally. You can't do it. And when you're trying to do a personable thing for a celebrity,
You're not doing
it's
a
not
personable thing
business.
for
It's
celebrity.
not
You're doing a
business.
business.
It's not good business. If that
We just
celebrity were
said
to do
how
a
it's good
commercial
business.
for you, that would be one thing. But a commercial is not that individual
We we
inconveniencing my
already
customers because
hell.
my customers now write bad reviews. The ones that are going to come here and actually frequent my establishment and
Hey,
buy food and purchase my shit. Now, I'm
hey,
gonna have an influx of motherfuckers that's gonna crowd my space trying to get water and bread and might buy a drink or two, but they ain't really getting my meat and potatoes. They ain't getting my motherfucking menu movers. They're not buying the
hey,
shit that's making me money. And this motherfucking celebrity is not gonna be here to draw these motherfuckers back here. And I
hey,
can't accommodate them with what I'm trying to build my business on, which is service, because
hey,
I'm trying to accommodate the celebrity that's here. So when they come
hey, this
here, they don't even get the service that to bring them back. So they're not coming back. I've alienated individuals that would possibly come back. So now I'm fucked. So next this week, yeah, my shit was popping. My receipts ain't looking like that shit, looking like shit though, all that much. Maybe a little boom because this motherfucking tipped a little bit bigger. Okay, all right, great. But my overall receipts for the night ain't good because my night was shit. And then now next week, the motherfuckers ain't this motherfucker ain't coming back. He don't even live here. Now my
again.
no, now the people that really want to come to restaurants and get a good experience, they're not coming here because they didn't get one last time. They was just trying to dick ride and see this motherfucker over here. They just came for him. They just came for that person, didn't get my good service. The people who would have got good service that actually wanted good service that were here in the first place, I alienated. Next Saturday, I'm fucked. That's all I had to say.
But you already said the wrong shit, which is that it was gonna be an influx next week. And if they handle that influx well, then there's gonna be a big influx the week after that.
Why is
And
there an
that's the
influx
point.
next week? Why is there an influx next week?
Okay. The bigger crowd stays, no influx. But their business grew, which is the point. So you had to keep these motherfuckers fucking up that money. They had to get buried by the money and then do bad business because they couldn't handle all that extra money that came their way before this shit became a bad business choice. But if everything goes according to plan, it's never a bad business choice. So why is S.O.S talking about it for an hour and a half?
The bad business choice was not accommodating the people before the celebrity came in.
That we could talk about.
And I think that's what he was pointing out. So I guess that's where we differ.
I thought I said that.
Who? She meant Keith Lee, not you, nigga.
Yeah. Well,
No, I thought I said
I
that.
think that's
I
why
thought
he
I
left.
thought Keith Lee said
Again,
that.
she's talking
I
about
thought
Keith
Keith
Lee,
Lee
not
said.
you.
I thought Keith Lee said that initially. That's what the whole thing was
Yeah.
built on. I just gave you another example of it. I'm not saying
And
I
what I'm telling
originated the
you is,
idea of it. I was trying to explain it to you not getting it ass.
and what I'm trying to tell you is, a celebrity can't pose that. He can't pose it.
Okay.
So
That's your
you're not saying
opinion.
that he was wrong. You just saying he's the wrong person to say it.
Yes.
What I'm saying
I'm
is,
saying that he should
Wow.
understand that he's supposed to get special treatment because he's a
Wow.
celebrity. So he should.
what I'm
Okay.
saying is that
Okay. Cool. All right, man.
preferential treatment comes
That
with
was weird.
celebrity. That's what celebrity means, damn near. Preferential treatment. What's
But
being
okay,
known if
can
you're
we
not
can
getting.
we
Yeah,
can we
yes,
think
ma'am.
about it in this sense with him? Okay, so when you have food critics, generally, like in the past, they will write, reviews in the magazines or newspaper about restaurants and so forth. And a lot of times the restaurants don't know that the food critic is there because at that time, they they don't have a picture or they just didn't know who they were.
Didn't know who they
And they would
was.
try
Right.
to
I
find
agree.
out who they were. So if his job is to be a food critic and to see how the restaurant operates as if he was a regular person, it's just that he's on the internet, so everybody know his face. That's why he sent in other people to see how they were going to treat. Because that's his whole thing, is to be a food critic to see how the restaurant treats its regular customers. So back in the day, they would sneak in and they would be acting as if they were like a regular customer, and they would write a review about their experience. And I believe that's exactly what he's doing as well. That's why he turned it down first, like getting special
No,
treatment, because he's a food critic and he wanted to be treated just like everyone else, so he can give a proper review of how it would be for the regular customer to come into that particular restaurant. Because of course, from his from a celebrity point of view, uh, the way that he's going to say the restaurant operated is going to be great because he's going to always get great, have a great experience. But if he was a regular person, he wants to tell you, hey, this is how you're going to be treated when you come to this restaurant. And that was his point. That's his point overall on his page, is to show people how they're going to be treated when they come to that restaurant.
oh, all right. Well, the pushback to that is when he wants to do that anonymously, he has worn makeup to not be known as Keith Lee. So no, that's not what he was doing here. Here's my only opinion that I'm giving y'all. That nigga is losing followers, losing steam, and he brought up this non-ass fucking point to get fucking sheep talking. And I hate the S.O.S is in the fucking sheeple.
Isn't I don't think so. I disagree because I feel like it's shining a light to how we're being treated as customers in these restaurants, and it needs to change across the
Uh,
board.
He
real
didn't even
quick.
say anything about
Look,
why they were waiting 2.5 hours.
look, real quick.
Maybe the place was just popular.
Look, real quick. So your postulation is that he's doing this because he's doing this because he's losing followers and he's not generating the the attention that he once was. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
What is he doing different now than he's got on from doing? Because I thought this was his whole thing from the jump. I thought he just talked about his experiences at restaurants, whether it be good or bad. I thought that's what he always did.
My nigga. He's doing what you're doing now is playing oblivious.
Okay,
That's what.
okay. You're not going
That's
to
what
address
he's doing.
that.
I just addressed it. He's playing oblivious.
So has he always played oblivious then? I
No,
mean,
no.
no. So you're
He
saying that
just
he's
said
different now
he,
than he was then?
yes. His shit usually stands on the merit of going to talk to this restaurant about the restaurant, not the merit of him being pushed to the front. And now he got a problem with cutting the line.
Well,
He's
because this is his experience in Atlanta. Maybe he didn't experience that in other places. That's why he pointed it out. Every restaurant that he went to in Atlanta, he was like, "Oh, this must be the norm," because it just wasn't normal for him in other cities. And he noticed that Atlanta was a whole different beast to how they treat their customers. Like, not only that, he said, "Oh, you can't order takeout in Atlanta in a lot of restaurants. You can't make reservations in Atlanta in a lot of restaurants." So those were things he pointed out in addition to him having to, him leaving and then them coming in or
But I don't.
whatever,
Right.
asking
But
him to
I
in
stay.
those
wasn't the
in
only
those examples,
restaurant that he went in, and went in to like did the table shit was the old lady gang. The
No.
the
Oh,
the real milk and honey. Did he go in there?
I don't even know. To be
I don't
honest, I
think
don't
he
even
went
know.
into real milk and honey and did
He
like
went
the
into
whole.
two obscure restaurants that someone posted, and then I drunk just talked about that too. He said,
What?
"Guys can read that." I seen another video from Atlanta where he sent his family in, not knowing it was him, and they accommodated them after closing. He gave them like $2,600,
Yeah,
and
I seen
that, I
there's a
think was
video.
that. I think that's the same one where he gave $1,000 at first, and then he gave another 1,000 to the waiter himself outside. It's like, don't split this with anyone. This is just yours.
I mean,
Uh,
whatever it is, but it's not like his whole thing is just just shitting on people. His whole thing is just giving his experience. And he said, I don't think Keith is losing steam. Hey, look, another thing
I
is a
don't
lot
think
of
he
these
is either.
restaurants was
But
asking him to
we,
come review the restaurant.
I don't think he loses steam either. But what we view about celebrities and what celebrities view about celebrities are often different. They feel they're using steam often when
So now,
shit.
so now you a mind reader. That's what's up.
My whole postulation was from guessing, sir. So that quip don't even make sense at this junction.
All right, cool.
I
Hey, look.
just said my whole postulation was that he's losing steam, so he's making this up. So why didn't
Right.
you use that
Your
quip
whole
then?
postulation was he's losing steam. Hey, look, you didn't make a differential statement as to whether or not it was him perceiving he was losing steam or that he was actually losing steam. Like his views were going down and it
Hey,
wasn't a
bud,
him being in his head thing and it was an
bud,
actual real thing that was
hey,
happening. You never made
that
that
ain't,
distinction. So forgive the
bud,
confusion. My bad.
hey, bud, that wasn't the mind reading part. The mind reading part was that he's making it up. You see?
That's what I was referring to, the mind reading part that he's making. But this
No, 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 no,
omit
no,
that.
no, no. You just said the mind reading part about something totally different that you don't even remember now.
No, I remember exactly what I said, fam.
What was it?
You are of the mindset that he now you're stating that he is under the impression that he is losing steam and you were speaking from that standpoint, but earlier you made no distinction from the differential of the reality of his actual viewership declining or his perceived reality of his steam or his clout somehow diminishing. You made no differential between those
Right.
particular things,
Okay.
so it
Okay.
seemed like you were
So
trying to
that's the mind reading
make
joke,
your
right?
argument based on because you was acting like I was confused about the fuck shit I was saying. I'm not. Hey,
Nope.
so you was
Nope.
make
You
so
back
you got it,
confused.
what
No,
you got it,
no, no,
you
no.
got it.
Look, this is you moving
Do
the
you understand
goalpost.
that I understood what the fuck I was talking about? Cool.
This is you moving the goalpost. And
No, you're not moving the
I
goalpost,
agreed to
fam.
that
You're
joke.
not moving the
I
goalpost.
agreed to that joke. I agreed to that joke. I say, why was it so late? I agreed when you came from that level. I said I agreed. Why was it so late? Because I read his mind earlier when I said he made all this shit up. He was like, "That's the mind shit I was talking about."
Hey,
It's
cool,
recorded, man. It's
cool,
recorded.
cool. Okay, so now you're gonna attack when the
I
timing
ain't
in which I
attacking
called this
shit.
shit
This
out.
is recorded.
Bet. Hey, Mr. Professional, I don't know. You got anything to say? I don't know what else to say. I'm lost. I don't know what else to do.
Your big mad was too late, brother. You should have
With
used it
Big
earlier.
Mac, I ain't even mad, fam.
No, no, no. I'm saying you're a mind reader. That's you big mad. You should have used it
Oh,
earlier. Is all I'm saying.
my fault.
Your ghetto. What the fuck is them shits called? You big mads. Well, I just call them you big mads. They don't work in actual conversation. And then you used it late as hell. That's why I be mad too, because I never know when to use them motherfuckers neither. I'll never get a you big mad on first. I don't be thinking about that dumbass shit. I be thinking about having an intellectual exchange with a motherfucker. And then somewhere out of you big mad, I'm like, oh shit, they got me.
You know you muted, right?
That nigga's talking to somebody in his background.
Man, Joe, he having a whole conversation. I'm like,
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize that the headset was muted. All right, so yeah, I was
Oh,
about to
you
say,
was talking to us.
yeah, I was. I was taking part of this conversation.
Yeah.
Um, like it always sucks to be the last one to get you big mad off because you can't reply to it. That motherfucker is undefeatable. Like because you can't say no, I'm not mad because people gonna think you're mad. And you can
But
say if
see,
you say yes, I'm mad, then it's yeah, but see, I knew you was mad, and now nothing you says has any relevance.
exactly. That's why you got to be up against a nigga like Jacques who dropped the you big man at the wrong junction.
hey, look. First of all,
And it's easy to point it out.
I'll never drop a you, big man. First of all, I'm more of a look at him. emotional type of nigga.
Nigga, so you a mind reader now is essentially you, big man.
No, I said you
It's
was
a
a
whole
mind
list of
reader
hood rat
because
things.
I said you was a mind reader because that was the first time that you had actually said that you were arguing from the standpoint that you thought that that nigga thought that he was falling off. Not that that nigga was falling off, but that he thought he was falling off. That's the first time you had said that. So that's why I said, "Oh, you a mind reader," because that was the first time you had said that shit, and I thought that that was wild that you was in that motherfucking head like that. Pause.
But I'm not in his head. That was addressing drunk to him losing steam.
Uh, I mean, that was still you said that he thought that he was losing steam, right?
Right, because I wasn't finna get to arguing with drunk about losing 3 followers as losing steam.
No, what I was saying was that drunk. I thought drunk said that I don't. He don't. He didn't think that old boy was losing any steam.
That's what I just said. So I didn't want to
Right.
get into a
So
hostile debate
you are
about
again.
10.
You were still saying that you or your postulation, your standpoint, your launching pad for your argument at this point was just exposed or um, explained. It was that you thought that what's his name, Keith Lee, thought that Keith Lee was losing steam. Not that
No,
Keith Lee would. What? Wait, what?
no,
Now you're different
no,
now.
no, no, no. All right.
Hey, you notice
All
you're
right.
recorded, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right,
So
cool. All right,
this
cool.
is what transpired. He said he's not losing steam, right? So as opposed to me, I don't think Keith is losing steam. So as opposed to me going to have a jock style debate about what I feel like losing steam is and what drunk feel like losing steam is, I definitely wasn't finna do it with him. And so I jumped two steps ahead of that. So when I say, well, he lost 100 followers, well, then drunk come back with, well, 100 followers ain't really losing steam. Then I come back with, well, a celebrity thinks that losing steam is a lot more than we do. That's where that statement comes from. So no, it wasn't about being psychic.
It's just
I
about
just
telling us. It's just about telling us what celebrities think, because you know what
that we
celebrities
all
think.
know that you've been act like you don't know right now. That
I'm
celebrities
just you saying we're.
celebrities have
We
been
said no.
proven.
You're saying we all know. I'm not saying we all know. I'm saying that you
All
were
right,
just saying
we
that you knew though that
that yes,
that's how
that
celebrities
that
think.
that
That's what
that it
you
is
said.
common knowledge that celebrities weigh themselves heavier than the general public. We may tear them apart, we may judge them, but even our visceral judgments, they take to heart. I think that is just something they openly discuss. So can I say Keith is one of those? No, because he hasn't openly discussed it. But enough celebrity have said that they were, what's the word? Uh uh shit, what's the word? I want to say touchy, but not touchy. Sensitive. They sensitive about their shit, is what they will tell you. Like openly.
Drunk said, I get what you're saying. I just simply don't see he falling on any level, not even in his own mind.
Exactly. And we could agree to disagree. You ain't gonna tell him, oh, drunk, you psychic now? How you know what he think in his own mind?
All right, wrap this shit up.
Yeah, wrap this shit up. Why was we even talking about Keith Lee for 2 minutes, let alone 2 hours?